Hello everyone, it's Jennifer and thank you for joining me today. I have been going through my beads and my bead mixes and my strands. I have so many strands and so many beads. And here I have, I don't know if you recall the beads by the dozen. I have quite a few dozen here, but I love these black faceted beads. And also too, when I was going through stuff, I found some of the polymer clay Heishi beads. And so I thought, you know, maybe I'll put together a short necklace. And I have this bead strand. This is the Color Classics in black, and I love these beads. And what I'm loving too are these large hole beads. I'm putting aside all of these large hole beads for a big silver silk project, because that will go through silver silk. So I do have pieces of, is it blue Honolulu or Honolulu blue? And I brought these out just in case I needed some additional spacers. And then I brought these beads out just in case. Also too, I have the Color Classics in white, just in case I wanted to add a little bit of white. And what I was looking at were these beads right here. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna use them. I'm not sure all that I'm gonna use, but I thought that I would use white or black. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and use black. I don't have very much black left. I have more white than black, but I think I wanna go ahead and use the black. Also too, I have a big, large jump ring, and I have a small 5mm for the lobster clasp. And the reason why I brought this one out too is because when I grab a lobster clasp, the first thing that I do is I check it. And when I checked it, look what happened. So always check your clasps before you start assembling. And so this one here, I'll save it for myself just because it works, but it's just kind of wonky. All right, so now let's go ahead and we're gonna take apart, these strands here. I think this is actually right here, yep, and right here. And I'm gonna try and keep them on the strand as much as I can, only because they're easier to pull from. Let me see if I can get this. All right, okay. I'm not sure how long I want this. So I'm just gonna work from the spool, but I think I want it to be probably about, oops, there went a spool flying. I think I want it to be about 16 or 17 inches. I want it to be more like a choker, so maybe 16 inches. And I have some silver silk. These are silver silk, Soft Flex 2x2 crimp tubes in silver, and these are sterling silver. I'm also going to use the magical crimpers with them so that I get that nice bead-like finish. All right, so let's go ahead and get those off to the side. And let's go ahead and bust this open. I think I want these beads for the center. I think I want them for the center-ish of the strand. And then maybe, so let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see here. Let's do this. Oops. Let's go ahead and put that there, that there, that there, and see how that looks. Oh, that looks pretty. Okay, so I like that for the center. Then we could put these kind of sporadic up here. Then we can also have a couple of these guys somewhere. It's kind of, let's go like this. So let's do that. Then I don't know if I'm going to use these other black ones. I don't think I'm going to use these other black ones. I'm not going to use that. So then I really like those. And those went like that. And I really like those. Those are so pretty. Okay. Then what we'll do at the top is we'll just crimp it off at the top. We'll put maybe one of these spacers up at the top, or yeah, because those have a smaller hole. So let's go ahead and start threading. So we're going to go ahead and use one of these small spacers for up at the top, and then let's go ahead and do, let's see here, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8. And then we'll do 8, 3. Was my bright idea to keep this like this so it's easier. Let me trim it just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now let's go ahead and do this and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we'll remember all this too. And then we'll do 1, let's try and do white. And then there's kind of like, there's 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do this one. And then we'll do, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 5 in between those. Then let's go ahead and do actually 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8 around these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Don't you just love these Color Classics strands? They are so pretty. So pretty. It'd help if I kept it on the beading mat here. I love them. They are so gorgeous. All right, so now let's go ahead and do this. I think we did 5. They are so pretty. I do want to have a white one up against the black bead. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think they're so pretty, and I love these clay, these little clay Heishi beads. So pretty. All right, so now what we're gonna do, and again, when I get down to the end, and if it's too long or not long enough, like right now, I can tell it's probably not gonna be long enough for what I'm wanting. So I'm thinking maybe I will do, I'll go ahead and do the full 8 in between here. Because I'm feeling like it's not going to be enough. And I'll be able to tell once I get at least halfway through. will check to see how long it is. Okay, there's 4, 5. And I do want to end with black one, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Actually, nope, I do want to do one of these, and then one of these, one of these. And this is going to be like the centerpiece. So what I'll be able to do is see where it's at, and maybe I'll do all 4 so I don't have a straggler. Let's go ahead and do all 4 so I don't have any odd numbers here. All right, and so then what I'll do is I can actually, oh, you know what, this is probably about 7 inches actually, because I think it's 8 inches all the way across. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add some more beads up or some more at the very top. All right, so let's go ahead and do, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go like this. I just want a white one up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to keep on going and just get to where I'm at the end here. Okay, so now that we're down to the end, I need to now trim this off. And I'm going to have some waste, and that's okay because I need some extra for finishing off. So here we go here. And I need to add some because what I did was didn't have enough length. So what I did was I ended up adding 8 in between all of them. So I'm going to pull these off, and then I added more up at the top. So let's go ahead, and there was 5, 6, 7, 8, because I added 5 in between those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we're going to go 6, 7. We'll pull one more off of here. I love this necklace already. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pop this person on there. Then we're going to add these 8. Then I added a few more segments of 8. And then I don't know if I'm going to finish off. Let's see, there we go. I don't know if I'm going to finish off with one of the silver beads or if I'm just going to go ahead and finish off with one of the clay beads. Not sure. All right, so I think that was the only part that I had 5. Where was that little section? All right, so I need to add, so here's this one here, and then I added 3 more. Oh, I guess I'm only going to be able to add 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to add 2. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this one off. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, you're sitting here watching me count. But you're also kind of going through what I go through when I'm trying to design something out and then not sure not sure how long something's going to be, and then you have to improvise. So here we go here. This is going to be our last segment. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more. And I can always add length by putting an extender chain, or if I want to add more clay. Okay, so let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, so here we have it. I'm just gonna check it up against me real fast. No, I need more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take these off and do 10 in between, or maybe even 12. Let's do that. Let's try and add some more. 8, 9, 10. That one's a little one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that was much better. Okay, so the only thing is I guess I'm not gonna have that much waste. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and grab a couple of crimp tubes. 1, 2. And I don't think I have any scraps of black, because I want to add that third piece. Oh, I know what I want to add. I need some wire guardians. I do use wire guardians even on the most sturdy wire, only because it protects everything. All right, so we have some wire guardians. So the thing with that is that my crimp tubes will likely go all the way down in there, so you just have to be a little careful. So I'm going to hold it right just like so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab my wire guardian. And I don't have a closed jump ring in the silver, so I'm not using a closed jump ring, so I can just go ahead and crimp on here. All right, so let's go ahead and bring that down. Okay, let's go ahead and pass this through. Okay, oh, I do need my standard crimper to bring. I want to bring my wire guardian together. So let's go ahead and come together here. Okay. It just I don't know, it just adds a little bit more length to the necklace. All right, so let's go ahead and if I can get this through here. There we go. All right, so I've got it passing through. It's going through the back. All right. And I do this with the third one only because I think it helps me get a better finish. So go ahead and you put that crimp tube right in the middle, and then you crimp down, you make sure you're in the middle again, and now you just kind of go around until you feel no tension. And the second that you stop feeling tension when you're crimping down, you know you have a good finished crimp. And this one I think must have been a little bit longer because I was in the center. You can tell I was in the center there. So it might have been just a little bit longer. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just cut away at these ends. And I do go one at a time, even though I could very easily do both of those. I'm gonna do one at a time. so that I can get as close to that crimp tube as possible. Okay, then I'm going to come over here on this side where this is, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a trim. I want to save that for the other side. All right. Okay, so now let's get rid of this. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do this side. And I want to keep, let me go ahead and put this all over here. All right, so I do want to keep the necklace at least a little bit like this. I don't want I don't want it stiff, but I also don't want a bunch of extra, I don't want extra thread hanging out there. So I just kind of do this. This is how it's going to sit on me. A little more like this, but still. All right, so now if I do it like this, when I go to crimp down, I know that or when I'm going to size, I know that I'm not going to make it too tight. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I do have more room on this side. I guess I didn't have to do it so. Oh, that other one I think was longer, because this one doesn't look as long. I thought it looked long, but I just thought my eyes were deceiving me. Oh, no. There we go. Didn't I talk about that? Okay, so let's go ahead and put that through so that we know we're not going to have it pass and go down through my bead. Let's go ahead and bring it down, bring it down. Sometimes I just have to finagle it, especially when I have a wire guardian on there. Let's go ahead and pull it a little bit closer now. Maybe it'll help things out a little bit. Nope. Come on. It usually does not give me this much of a headache. My wire guard, I think, is maybe a little bit too tight on there, going through the wire. Oh my word. Folks, I never really have this happen. Okay, so let's keep going. Well, that's where it's gonna go. I'm done fiddling with it. All right, so let's go ahead and, okay, that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and grab, this is for me anyways. Okay, let's grab that other piece. My whole beading mat just kind of got all moved over there. Okay, so this is just never happens like this. All right, so let's go ahead and pass this through for another round here. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we have our little third piece. We're gonna come in and make sure that that crimp tube is right smack in the middle, which this one is. I think the other one was just a little long because I could see it. I saw it come out on this side of my crimp tube. So now we have it all flattened out. Not flattened out, but it's has the little square. And then let's just start turning it around until we feel no tension. And when we feel no tension, then we know that we have, isn't that beautiful? All right, let's go ahead and trim these off. Can't do it with flat nose. Let's go ahead and make sure we're only trimming that one. And you could pass this through if you want. Sometimes I do that just because it's easier to grab onto when I'm crimping, but not all the time. It's just, yeah, see, I got much better on that one. And now I have some black scrap. All right, so let's go ahead and get on our hardware here. So we're going to bring in some chain nose pliers and then some bent chain nose pliers. Open them up. Let's go ahead and put that on like so. Now the jump ring, the open jump ring that I'm going to put on the other side for the connection, I don't like using open jump rings. However, though, this one is really, really, really sturdy, very sturdy. It's very thick. Let's go ahead and add that on there. And I can hear it lock. All right, so here we go. Here we have, isn't that gorgeous? I absolutely love it. What a way to dress up some of these polymer clay beads, and I love it. I'm glad I used the black beading wire, and I used the black onyx from Softflex in the medium size, and then used the Color Classics in black, and then also to the black and white Heishi bead polymer clay. I don't know if they still have this. I've had this for a long time, so I'll have to check and see if they still have it. So I still have a little bit left over. I might be able to make a matching bracelet because you know I have another strand, because I do. So please give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it. Also to leave me a comment. I love to see what everybody has to say, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.